All right, so let's get to these HDR sliders on Halo Combat Evolved for the Oled. Yes, Halo Master Chief Collection does have HDR, it does have 4K, and it looks fantastic. This is like the best way for you to experience Halo Combat Evolved. If you happen to have Xbox One X, if you happen to have the OLED 8 series or 9 series, hell, even 7 series, you are going to appreciate playing Halo Combat Evolved, especially if you're somebody who remembers this game from 2001 and how it felt playing it in 2001. You're gonna appreciate playing this game whether you're playing it on the remastered version or the original version. I prefer the original version, but it's just my choice. But it looks great on both. It doesn't matter which version you go with. They look fantastic on both. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you what type of settings I'm using for my HDR slider. And Halo Combat Evolved has a really good HDR sliders, has 3 sliders, and we're gonna talk about them and we're gonna jump into them right now. All right, so how do you go to your HDR slider? First, you have to pause. Click the pause button, and on the top tape of display menus, you go to where it says settings with the Xbox controller icon, click on it. And then you use the RB to move all the way to the video. And under the video, you're gonna see where it says adjust your HDR settings right over here, where my finger is. And all you have to do, click on it. Click on adjust HDR settings. Once you do that, you're gonna be presented here with 3 different sliders: HDR brightness, paper white, and contrast. So first thing first, let's talk about the HDR brightness. What is HDR brightness? High dynamic range brightness is your peak level of your overall television brightness, meaning how much of the backlit, or in this case, how much of that OLED light can your television produce. Some can do it more, some can do it less. In this case, this OLED television can only bring us about 800 plus, close to 900 nits of that peak brightness. So the ideal thing here to do is to leave the value at 800 for your HDR brightness, because that's as much as your OLED TV can take. So I left it at 800. Hopefully we were clear on that. Let's move on to the paper white. What is the paper white? Well, paper white pretty much means your white digital levels, and they are very important. And I left it at 0.5 because I'm trying to avoid of overblowing or clipping. You heard that term, but I like to use the term overblowing. I hate to see my white digital levels being overblown. Right now, you can see the sun, right? You can see the sun right over here, and you can see the clouds above it. You can see the circular sphere. That's the sun. Look what happens when I move my paper white, my white digital levels all the way high. Look what happens. Now you can't see it. It looks like the sun has blown itself into a smithereens, like a supernova. You can't see nothing. Why? Because you are overblowing your white digital levels. And this is why I keep it at 0.5. Hopefully this explains why I'm doing what I'm doing. Not only am I telling you why I left it at that level, but I'm telling you why I'm leaving it at a certain level and how it works. How many YouTubers out there will do that? They will not do that, but they'll be more than happy to spend 60 seconds telling you about their sponsors. Moving on to contrast. What is the contrast? You know, this question has always been asked like constantly of me. No matter where I go, people ask me, can you explain to me what the contrast is? Well, think about the word contrast. What does the word contrast means? It means separation between something, left and right. What's the contrast here between these two? What's the contrast between red and blue? Let's not even get into that, right? But what's the contrast between your white digital levels and your black digital levels. So that's what the contrast does. It adjusts the distance between your digital black levels and your white digital levels. Meaning, if I move my contrast down, then I am crushing my digital black levels. Now they're crushed. Meaning I went all the way to the left. I am hardcore leftist. Okay, so if I move it all the way to the right, I'm a hardcore rightist on the right, and I'm overblowing everything. What's the ideal thing? The ideal thing is to keep it in the middle. Keep it balanced, like I did over here on 4.5. You see what I did here? I left everything at the balanced level. Even though I used some comedy and threw in a little bit of politics there for entertainment value, but I explained it to you in a basic terms. People will charge you money to tell you this in the basic terms, and I did it for you for free. So you're welcome. So now you understand. Now you understand why I use these settings like this. Hopefully it's clear. Hopefully there isn't any confusion why I did this. Everything is self-explanatory here. Let's see the final results here. Let's check it out. Let's go check it out. Look at that. Looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. It looks simply beautiful. Whether you choose the old classic style or whether you choose the new style, it looks beautiful. And that's the HDR for you here. Now there's a big difference between the old and the new, but I still prefer the old. That's just my opinion. I like the old style better because it reminds me of that classic style. Now you'll have to see this in person to truly appreciate how beautiful this looks. You'll just have to trust me. You'll have to trust my word for it. That if you have OLED and you have Xbox One X and you utilize these HDR slider settings, I guarantee you, you're going to appreciate this Halo Combat Evolved even more and more and more. So I hope this video helps you out. I hope this video gives you some idea as to what settings I'm using here. Okay? And I hope you guys like this video. Because the whole point of this video is to help you out. It's not to help me out. I already know how to help myself out, obviously. I'm doing this for you, to help you out. Because if you could do it yourself, you would do it yourself. You wouldn't be asking me questions now, would you? So, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, this looks even better when you go to these dark areas. It looks even more better, dude. I prefer to play it on the classic style, as I said earlier. It's just the way I like it. What is this? Hold on. I want to check something here really quick. Oh. Is there some kind of a... What is this? What is this? It was just a shortcut. It was just a shortcut to go to the Halo channel, that's all. But there you go, as you can see, it looks really good. This is the old classic version, and look how beautiful it looks in HDR. Well, there you have it. There you go. I hope this video helps out. And if you have OLED, if you have Xbox One X, this is it. Enjoy it. Use these HDR sliders that I showed you here and enjoy it. Have fun. Because I'm definitely having fun playing this game. For sure. 100%. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, y'all. Have a good one, y'all. Y'all have a good one now. Come on now. Come on now later now. Come on.